Yo, what's up, beautiful soul? So, I literally wanted to go ahead and do a journal. I first wanted to say that we must keep in mind that the colors of the rainbow identifies the beings of the universe and races of beings and the oneness of all that is and collaboration and coming together as one. Okay, as two colors represent frequency and the frequency spectrum of the universe. Okay, when you work in unison, just like an orchestra, you get a symphony that nourishes your soul. All this division, all this, if it's not all lives matter, it is not of God. Let's just be clear about that. So everyone trying to fight for one particular race, that's not what's popping in the future. Let's just be clear about this. Okay? So all lives matter. All right? Now we also want to talk about Kanye West. Okay? Kanye West is a truth teller, whether y'all want to hear it or not. Okay? I've felt, he is a black sheep of America, but he's telling truths. Okay? First, George Floyd. It shouldn't have happened. The cops should have been more attentive to the comfortability of the man he had on the ground, because his job is to be a peacemaker before anything. Okay? So he should have paid more attention. Okay? I grew up in a era where there's corner stores where the alcoholics and the drug addicts hang out. Okay? In a court of law, excuse me, morally, the cops should have been more focused on what is going on with this man. He should have been cognizant of, I have my knee in this man's neck. That's why he got in trouble. Okay? Was this king inebriated in any way? In some way? Yes. Okay? But in court, the structure of government, they did something right this time. In looking at the justification of this officer should have kept that in mind and not held his knee on his neck for that amount of time. That was the court of law. What Kanye is saying is that if this man was of sober mind, drugs mess up your respiratory and mess up your breathing, so that if his knee was on a healthy man's neck, what happened to George Floyd might not have happened to a healthier man. Whether y'all want to hear this or not, okay? The goal here is to unify the universe, not just, okay, everybody's looking on the surface. As a shaman, I have not only seen and talked to other beings of the universe, okay, I have been, okay, and I'm not here to blow smoke up nobody or prove nothing to nobody. Again, I got receipts, but the goal here is to unify the universe and to be one mind, body, and spirit, so that the universe can be in a unison of balance and peace. Okay? No one is saying you don't have bad days. No one is saying that there's not things that need to be worked out. The issue with life is there's no righteous judgment. There's no peace. There's no spiritual moral integrity. No one's trying to fight dysfunction. No one's trying to fight the things that are throwing off the balance. No one is understanding things that should have been embedded in your DNA since birth. Mother Gaia is a being. Kids raising kids to be destructive to this being. Okay, so I'm saying all this to say is that a lot of media is still at the surface. Okay? So you know, as I stated before, when he wore the White Lives Matter, it wasn't that he is not pro anybody. If anything, he feels the same about everybody. Okay? So you're getting people that have this hatred and racism in their heart, feeling like they're more superior, and this and that. You're actually, unfortunately, very low vibrational. And you're probably spiritually very low ranking. Okay? Respectfully and humbly, I am a high ranking official of the highest white light. And I'm not sitting up here acting like I'm holier than thou. Okay? But I could. Rightfully so. Okay? So what we got to do here is get from the surface of structure and control and things that have been self-taught, that have been your demise, that have not set you straight, okay? That have not made you at peace. Is this pointing the finger from race to race? Is the Jewish really in charge of a majority of higher echelon organizations and corporations in the entertainment industry? Yes, he is telling the truth. He's telling the truth. Is it being taken as a threat? Because if people start to rise and get the bag and start running their own corporations and whatnot or what have you, will things change? Yes. People don't want that. And that's where you seeing a lot of people saying that the righteous need to take the throne. Okay, there are chosen ones like myself with abilities in different races, in different eras of life. You know why? Because as a higher ranking being, I understand and have seen. I personally have lived in every race, every gender. I have died every way, from murder, mostly from envious and jealous people. And, you know, being of kings and pharaohs in past lives, you know, of course you're targeted. So I'm saying this to say, we got to think smarter, not harder. Even with media. And this is just truths. So I send love and light to y'all. Gain knowledge and love. Unity is the key to a higher conscious universe. Yes, we all have our own perspective origins. Some came from the sea. Some came from the sky. Some came from different planets. But God put us all here to unify. But because of the beast, a lot of people are incapable of loving each other. Okay? The will of reincarnation and peace has been affected. The universal laws have been compromised by evil people and low vibrational souls. Time's up. Okay? I send love and light to all you beautiful souls. You are more than a conqueror. You are victorious. I love y'all. I hope you learned something. I'm only speaking facts. Unity. Nobody is better than nobody. Nobody is none of that. If you know what I'm saying, if you feel like another race or religion is coming up and owning stuff, now it's time to step your game up. It's not pointing a finger or being hasty. It's just stating facts. It's time to step the game up. Okay? I am part of the tribe of Israel. I am a 144,000. Okay? But I have friends that are Jewish, that respect me. Okay? And they are in the know. Okay? But when you're righteous, and there are those that are of the tribe of Israel that are not black. because of reincarnation. Let's think a little bit deeper here. Fortunately, I am a mixing pool, and I have ascended, and I'm the healer of healers. You know, I walk directly with God. You feel me? So, hear me. Now is not the time to point fingers and judgment. Now is the time to step your game up and claim your lights. Claim your throne in the lights, regardless of your color. Yes, there's something special about the melanated man. Yes. Yes. We are kings and queens. But let's be clear. Kings and queens conduct themselves with spiritual moral integrity, humbleness, righteousness, peace, love, unity, and in a particular way. Set the narrative, the godly narrative, without selfishness, ego, pride, okay? Because nobody can do this divided. That is not what God has intended. I am mixed with everything. That's why I have been gifted with so many abilities, because I am surrounded by a multitude of ancestors of many different races, okay? Let's be clear about that. Of course, the Orishas and my you know, and a lot of them protect me because I am a higher ranking official in the light. However, I am the Holy Grail because I am of all, and I have embodied the divine masculine and feminine in every race, in every ancestor, and I lead with a sacred heart. So I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. So let's glow up. Ashe. I love y'all.